Want to make the most out of your planning data? Tables offer a range of ad hoc planning options to help you get the job done. In a table, values that can be edited appear in black. Those that can't are gray, and a dash indicates a cell that is unbooked and ready for planning. Keep in mind that your role and permissions, along with a range of features like data locking and formulas that calculate cell values, affect what data you can edit. To focus on the specific data you're interested in, you can hide columns that may not be relevant. For example, here the actual values for the next 2 quarters aren't yet available, and the previous budget values aren't needed for planning. In the right side panel, you can choose the table type you want to work with, either the default crosstab or a forecast layout, which lets you display different versions of your data before and after a specific cutover date. By default, unbooked members aren't visible in a table, but you can enable the option for the relevant rows and columns. You can also choose the data entry mode you want. Fluid, to recalculate values together for changes made in quick succession. Single, to process data changes after each entry. Or mass data, to make multiple changes and choose when to process the calculations. You can take a granular approach to planning by entering data in a leaf cell, meaning a cell at the bottom of its respective hierarchies. To enter a value, you can type the full number, use a word to specify the unit, or indicate the unit with a single letter. The value aggregates up the hierarchies displayed in the table, with yellow highlighting to show the affected cells. You can delete the value from a cell to return it to an unbooked state. To take a broader approach to planning, you can enter values in non-leaf cells. When you enter a value in a parent cell, for example, the value is automatically disaggregated and distributed between the leaf cells in each hierarchy. Each child cell in a hierarchy gets the same amount. If you change the value, all the leaf cells are affected proportionally, preserving the existing ratios between the values. One way to speed up your planning is to copy and paste values between cells, or from cells in other tables or spreadsheet documents. Keep in mind that when you copy the value from a non-leaf cell, all the underlying values that aggregate up to it are copied as well, provided you paste to another cell at an equivalent level in the hierarchy, such as copying from Q1 to Q2. You can also paste overall values only if you don't want to keep the source distribution. For more control, you can distribute values using the planning panel. From here, you can choose a source cell and either adjust its value and distribute the new total to the target leaf cells, or redistribute the existing amount between the leaf cells. For distribution, you can enter a value and either overwrite the original amount or book the value as an additional amount. There are recommendations you can preview, such as redistributing equally among date members 1 level below. When specifying the amount to redistribute to each of the highlighted target cells, you can choose to either overwrite or append the value. And choose either a distribution key that allows you to set values by using exact numbers, the weights or ratios between values, equally giving each the same amount, or proportionally, preserving the existing proportions between the cells. For example, using weights, you can give one member twice the value of the other members. All the affected cells highlight to show the new values. Finally, you can also add new members to your dimensions on the fly. When you enter a name in the cell, the system checks if this is an existing member that's currently excluded, or if it's a new member. For new members, you're prompted to modify any relevant properties, like selecting a parent node. All the cells for the new member are automatically unbooked and ready for values. These are just a few of the range of features available when planning using tables. For more information, check out the links in the description and try it for yourself today.